Welcome back. So I want to take a minute right here just to discuss Anchorville City Hall. Again, I pointed out the architecture before where it's like a mix of Art Deco and Gothic at the same time. It's very, very interesting. I do like that quite a bit. Very much better than brutalist monstrosities. Like that bit there seems very brutalist to me. It's probably not. It's got more character than most brutalist buildings. I'm not a fan of brutalist, you may have noticed. But yeah, so it's like this. It's like a mixture of Art Deco and Gothic. But what it reminds me of, and it kind of leans itself towards what's going on here with, say, Judith, for instance. It reminds me of Batman.
Okay.
Of Gotham and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, it's got that feeling. It's almost like the animated series of Batman, I'd say. That's the feeling I'm getting. Like, you can imagine, like, Grimcat standing up there, and there's like a light in the sky that's Grimcat's signal, that kind of thing, you know. That's the feeling I'm getting there. Anyway, let's get over to the connection events. We've got to do, haven't we? What is next? Who do we want to start with here? Feri, I'm very interested in terms of where her story might be going. Rosette as well. Quatre. Judith. I think... yeah, we'll start with Quatre, and then we'll go down the list for the rest. So, lost balance. Quatre seems pretty distracted. I guess we do have a lot to worry about. He said he'd take a break if he had time. What if I should be concerned? He's probably worried about what's going on with everyone over in Basel. Van's group has decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. Quatre's been holed up in his room for a while now. It's weirdly quiet in here. Hey, Quatre. You there?
Van, what is it?
My bad. Were you sleeping? It's nothing important or anything. Well, based on the voice, I'd say they're probably streaming, I'd say. Wait, is it just me or do you sound kind of different? Yeah.
You're just imagining it.
No, your voice definitely sounds higher pitched. Did you catch a cold or something? Did you forget the whole streaming thing? We should probably take your temperature.
Don't come in!
I'm coming in.
Don't!
Quatre? Oh.
I told you not to come in.
Sorry, I had a hunch something was wrong.
No, it's my fault for not saying anything. But how am I supposed to tell anyone that I've suddenly become a girl?
Aren't you still like in between? Like some elements are gonna be apparent as a result because of everything that happened on the island.
If I had to put it into numbers, normally my body only displays about 10% female characteristics. But right now, I think I'm closer to 60%.
I've heard cases where hormonal imbalances can change parts of the body. Like, yeah. But your whole body's different. Take it that has to do with the whole angel thing. Yeah, that could have caused some changes as well, couldn't it? Thinking about it, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Psychological imbalances can affect my body. It's especially unstable when Gran took me in. This kind of thing happened really frequently. Oh. Okay. But then Nancy helped her design a safe stabilizer, which I take regularly. I had no idea. If I could only get in touch with Essie or Gran. Might be difficult right now. It's just none of my calls are going through. It's no wonder he's unstable. Yeah, that's a good shout there, Van. With all these things happening behind the scenes and his family possibly being connected to it all. Sorry for dumping all of this on you. This isn't the first time this has happened, and I feel fine, so you don't have to worry. Usually my body returns to normal just as quickly as it changes. Interesting. Does it really work like that? Yeah, I just need to stay calm and ride things out. I just hope I go back to normal before anyone else sees me. I don't think I'm ready for Anya's and the others to see me like this. Anything I can do to help? Van's always a good one. I'm sure you want to get back to normal as soon as possible, right? Consider this my way of making up for barging in here. That's alright, you were just worried about me. He still is. I suppose combat might be a challenge since I'm not used to this body. Then we'd better figure out a solution pronto. If you're cool with it, we'd better go to the hospital and talk to a specialist or something. Van. Well, if you insist, I'll let you meddle like you always do. And so Quatre agreed to let Van help him get back to his normal self as soon as possible. With Quatre's permission, they went to the hospital to find someone who might be able to help. I think I've got just the thing. I overheard the police saying they found some documents that Dr. Grant left behind during their investigation. Apparently, he'd been purchasing all manner of medicines through illicit channels. And one of the drugs listed in his inventory was a brand new hormone regulator developed in Remiferia. Really? That sounds perfect. What was the doc even planning to do with something like that? It has its uses in ear, nose, and throat treatments. So I doubt it has anything to do with the drugs from the incident. Like, good luck me trying to say that. Alright, I'll give it a go. I know you want me to do it. So, Otorhino? Otorhino? So, Otorhino? It's gotta be the rhino, because that's gonna be the nose. Larynge... It's gotta be Laren. So it's gotta be... Otorhino larynge... Otorhino laryngology. It's that extra G there that's from... It's... Laryngology. Laryngology? Otorhino... No, I'm going to auto. I think it's because I keep putting the R earlier, so... Otorhinolaryngology. I think I'm close, but... Anyway. He may have even brought it before he went mad. Never mind. Let's just think about the man he used to be. In any event, it sounded like the police haven't found the medicine in question yet. I think there's a chance he might have stored it in the underground facility. That's a good lead as any. Yeah, let's go take a look. After that, the pair spoke with Inspector Deswani, and under the pretext of cooperating with the investigation, they began to search the parts of the underground facility that the police had yet to investigate. And I could just snuck out from there, being like, nope, nothing around here. Not seeing what we're looking for. What about you? No, nothing. And I don't remember seeing anything when we were here before. There could be hidden rooms that haven't turned up yet. I mean, the whole place was a hidden room, so... Guess I'd better try raising the sensitivity of my shard search then. I will help you. Oh, dude. Thanks, you guys. Hey. Crap, my bad, I'm walking too fast, huh? Sorry, my stamina's not what it used to be. Yeah, I imagine not. If like your body's going through changes because of this, it's like it's gonna be happening rapidly based on what you said. It's like that's gonna take a lot of energy. So yeah, your stamina's gonna be way down. I really need to get back to my normal self quickly. No need to panic. If the cause is psychological, then you should try to relax. Yeah, I'll match your pace. We can take our time and look for those meds.
Right. Thanks, Van. What's going on? Today, he's even more.
He's just a supportive dude. I knew it. Look at this data. There's a secret room in this area. Alright, let's go. Monsters appeared. Ooh. Quatre? Judith. Leave this to me. Phew. No idea these things were still hanging around. We better be quick. Let's go catch it. Hey, you okay? Crap, don't tell me you got hurt. I'm okay, I'm okay. What's going on? But This is the room. It's very well lit. Hidden just outside of the drug lab, huh? Can tell the doc was pretty conflicted. Ain't that the medicine on the list? What does that say it is? Yes, I'm sure it is. That's the new hormone medicine that was developed in Feri. According to the specialists, taking it could hasten your transformation. Right. There's a strong possibility that that's the case. There shouldn't be any side effects, even if it isn't my usual stabilizer. I could finally go back. You don't have to if you don't want to, you know? Huh? I mean, it'll probably work, but there's no guarantee. Besides, whether you're a man or a woman, one or the other. There's no good or bad about any of it. Besides, it wasn't too much trouble getting here that you got to take it just to make the effort worthwhile. The choice is all yours. Van. After that, Van and Quatre shared their findings with Inspector Deswani, aiding in his investigation. I really like Van. Just supportive. And after giving their thanks to pharmacist Velverine and Nurse Finley, they left the hospital. Well, that's a surprise. Didn't think it'd work so fast. It shouldn't normally. I imagine it's more effective due to my unique circumstances and my usual stabilizers. Yeah, your circumstances are very, very, very unique. Regardless, I'm just glad I'm back to normal. Are you really? It's just me, but it looked like you were hesitating back there. Just for a moment. For a second, I felt like it'd be kind of a waste to go back. Wouldn't it be sort of fun to just stay that way? Boy, you really put all that stuff behind you, huh? I won't pretend I'm over my insecurities, that I'm not worried anymore. My body provides me endless quandaries. But right now, I'm fine with who I am. And that makes me happy. Yeah!
No matter what form I take, who I choose to be, I'm still me.
Indubitably.
And that's thanks to everyone I've met. So, thank you.
That all goes without saying. Didn't I tell you already? You figured this out on your own. You didn't look away from the truth, you held on. No matter how much it hurt, you moved forward. And I'm damn proud of you for it, yeah.
Van.
Anyway, something like this happens again, don't hesitate to come to me. I bet Anya's and Rosette would be happy to help too. Oh, they would.
Yeah, I'll make sure to ask them next time. Especially since you can be indelicate with these kinds of things sometimes.
Hey! Yeah. Did you have to ruin the moment?
Kind of a waste to go back, huh? I'll keep my reasons for feeling that way to myself. At least for now.
Oh my. Yeah, I still feel like that should have involved more of the group. Because they know what's going on with Quatre. They know all the horrible things that happened on the island. They know about the angel situation, all that type of stuff. It would have been nice if that was a group effort. To look out for Quatre, being like, hey, yeah, we're your friends. We'll help you out here. We'll help you out. Let's sort this out. Let's get you sorted to how you want to be so you can be yourself again. Yeah. Or whatever you want that to be, you know. Would have been nice. Would have been nice. Anyway, let's go over to our next one. after I've reloaded a save. Okay, so a flavor to remember. Apparently Feri wants to borrow Chat Noir's kitchen. She's been absent-minded since that run-in earlier today. Might be a good idea to see how it's going. Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. I'm sorry for being so selfish when you're still open. Please, it's nothing. Orders have slowed down anyway. I prepared all the ingredients you asked for, so use them however you'd like. Thank you very much. Wow, these pistachios are super fine quality. Look how many walnuts and hazelnuts there are. I do love hazelnuts. What was it I'm supposed to start with again? Let's see. We always started with what? What's all this? Wait, are you making baklava? Oh, hi, Van. You can tell. Pretty obvious, seeing as you got nuts and everything you need to make pie crust. Verida, I had no idea. No idea that you could make baklava, the Central East's most famous traditional pastry. Princess Sita got me addicted a few months ago, and let me tell you, it's impossible to track him down in the capital. Why didn't you tell me this sooner? How could you keep this from me? I won't go as far as saying I can make it. I just used to help out a little, back when Umi made some. When I thought back on it, I got the urge to try and make some myself. But I don't really know where to start without Umi. Mind if I help then? I've looked up recipes and cooking tips for it a bunch of times. Combine that with your memories, I bet we could take a decent stab at it. I like this song. It's so bubbly. I'd love your help. Oh yeah, first we gotta do the prep. Whisking furiously and humming. Well, I'll be. Guess I shouldn't be surprised you know what you're doing, seeing as you helped out at home and all. Cooking it for real is a totally different beast. Even doing the dough from scratch. That's how we always did it back home. In the Central East, making the dough for baklava is something we got to learn for when we get married. When Umi got engaged to Abe, she practiced really hard. I guess now that you've finished your adornment ceremony, this is the perfect time for you to start practicing, huh? Alright, I'm gonna grind these nuts. Thanks, the dough is nice and heavy now too. What dough? There's nothing in there. Next up, we gotta spread the ground nuts evenly on the dough. Then we put another layer of dough on top of that and cut into it. After we spread melted butter over the surface, we put it in the oven and get to work on the syrup while it cooks. There's so much to do. The oven. What's preheating? Calm down, Feri. You've got to get your head in the game. This is just a trial we must overcome to attain the pinnacle of sweet flavor. Van? Feri? What are you two doing in the kitchen? There we go. Should take around 20 minutes to bake. It already smells so good. It's not going to explode or anything, is it? No, it'll be fine. Thanks, Anya's. Helps to have a pie pro in the kitchen. It's not exactly the same recipe, but I did bake with my mum all the time when I was little. Now, has the syrup finished boiling? Yeah, this doesn't look like enough. You're imagining things. Just how much did you sample? Whatever he sampled, it made him disappear. I told you not to have too much. My bad. I'll make more. He just erased from existence. And finally. It's finished. We did it. Wow, the pistachio smells so good. Can't believe I made something like this. Not a fan of pistachios. This is your family's recipe, right? Doesn't it look just incredible, Van? Yeah, not often you get to have a freshly baked baklava. No time like the present. Let's get everyone together and have ourselves a pastry party. Right. I'll prepare some tea. Oh, delightful. I knew Anya's was my favorite character. Soon they gathered all their friends and some local children, and everyone enjoyed some delicious baklava. The phyllo is so crunchy. All the crushed nuts packed inside are simply divine. But the true star is how the pistachio blends beautifully with the sweet syrup throughout the whole pastry. This right here is a true slice of the Central East, the stuff of legends. I'm glad you're enjoying it. But even if Anya's is helping out, it's definitely not as good as the real chef would make. Don't sell yourself short, Feri. Even amateur cooking has its own sort of charm. Not to mention the satisfaction of cooking it yourself is its own secret spice. Now then, you collected your thoughts? I can't hide anything from you, can I? No. It's a Van after all, he can sense these things. Umi once told me that baking can help you clear your mind. She was right. I think this helped me figure some things out. This about the soldier woman we fought earlier. Even if you put aside her unfamiliar equipment, it was clear she was really skilled. Maybe even as good as my brother. I can't imagine why a Jaeger would hide their face and name if they were that skilled. No one in the Red Constellation or Zephyr matches her description, that's for sure. And the one person who might have isn't with us anymore. Yeah, I had no idea someone like her existed. Someone with her skill. Someone who can devote themselves so much to their mission while still fighting fair. The world really is vast. Here I thought you were worried about her. I take it I'm off the mark? It's just, I learned all too well how important it is to think things through during the last incident. I'm not just going to suddenly be as strong as my brother, or that soldier. So I've got to figure out how I'm going to fight when I next encounter her. I've been racking my brain about it this whole time. How am I going to bring all of my strength together to face her? My skills cultivated as a warrior of the Kruger. The new shard techniques I've been learning and all of my friends at Arkwright Solutions. Huh. You've been looking forward to this the whole time. It might be a bit dangerous to have warfare on the brain while baking sweets though, if I'm being honest. Hope you didn't accidentally mix in gunpowder into the dough or anything. Give me a little more credit than that. I focused on what I was doing.
Of course, I am curious about that woman. About who she is.
Yeah, again, I got two competing theories in my head there.
Still, that's not the most important thing right now. Not now that we know it's threatening Anchorville. I can ask her all the questions I want after I've disarmed her. And that should help us learn more about the vestiges, too.
Triple dot.
Van? What's wrong? You're looking at me funny.
I just didn't expect this. I was thinking this back during your adornment ceremony too, but you've really grown up. And you got this far not just because you're a warrior, but because you walked your own path, Ferida. To someone like me who works in the shadows and runs away from the things I need to face, you're a real inspiration.
I've still got a long way to go. I've got work to do if I want to be able to hold my head up high in front of my brother, Ubby, or that woman.
It's that case of like, again, I've got two competing theories on who that person could be. One, it's Ada. And it's a, like, what if she didn't die kind of version of her. Or, as we've seen, there is future elements coming into this story, future water and all that type of stuff. So, it could easily be future Feri. I still feel it would be from potentially like a timeline where she died. So it's a future Feri that died, and she's been brought back as a what if. So we got a past what if and a future what if in my theories. It's like, which one would it be? Which one would I feel would be where Falcom would go? And I feel we've already explored the Ada stuff already with Feri, like the impact it can have on her. We've already done that. Especially we had that bit in Daybreak 2. We've already done that. So I lean more towards the idea that it's a future Feri. A what if of like what her future could be, what she could become that leads to potentially her death. That's the two ideas that I've got. That's the one I feel where it's going. Just because they've explored the other one already, so, you know.
I know all this stuff is still going on, but I hope you'll continue to look out for me.
Of course. I knew she was maturing, but she's definitely surpassed my expectations. By the way, I noticed you made a hole of a massive baklava. Let's say we cut that one open too. It looked incredible.
Sorry, but I'm sending that one back to everyone in the Jaeger Corps. Chloe's already helped me arrange for it to be shipped.
Oh, really? You say something about learning to make baklava being domestic training back in the Central East?
Yeah, that's right. But I didn't want it to show up unannounced, so I already got in touch with Ubby earlier on my...
Bad Arcry. I believe I already warned you.
Yeah, he's gonna get the wrong idea.
Am I to assume this is exactly what it looks like?
Yeah, you move too fast. Like, Feri has no idea what she's done. Despite her mounting panic, his mounting panic, Van managed to clear up the misunderstanding with Hassan, prolonging his life for another day. Then after finishing his baklava, which tasted all the sweeter, he returned to work. Lovely. Kruger-style baklava. Ooh, lovely. Alright, let's...
What's next?
What is next? You know, I've still not done that. I should do that in between the parts. Let's see. I'm gonna do delivery for Chat Noir. I overheard Judith and Chloe talking in La Nuit de Chat Noir. It didn't sound serious, but maybe there's something going on. I should check on them, just in case. Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. Come now, you really don't have to help out when you've still got so much else going on. I'm not forcing myself to do anything I don't want to, Mum. Honestly, everything else I've got going on is why I want to do some deliveries. I might notice something. And besides, there's someone I want to check on. Ah, I see. Him. Well, then I suppose I'll have to accept your aid. Just try not to mess up. It's been a while since you've done deliveries. I'll be fine. Jeez, you're such a worrywart. If you say so. Haven't heard that 100 times before. What's that? Well, I wish you the best of luck. It's wicker, whatever it is. Like basket type. Oh, I didn't see you come in. Yo, heading out? Talk about perfect timing. I am, and you're coming with me. I am? Lucky me. Well, I did hear you ladies talking. Gotta admit, I'm kinda curious about what's going on around your hometown, so I'll join you. Yeah, that's the 4th delivery. Just one left. Guess I shouldn't be surprised your mum's place is so popular. But I'd have thought there'd be more tourists. The clientele seems mostly local. Yeah, we never did make a point of advertising that bar was run by a famous person after all. Rami liked to say that if we relied on our fame to get customers, we'd lose sight of what's really important. Smart woman. I take it you haven't helped out like this in a while? I've been pretty busy the last few years, you know. Whenever I do get a chance to come back home, it's never for very long. Still, I like to help when I can. Gives me a chance to catch up with the community. But enough chit-chat. How about we get a move on? Let's see. Last delivery is for Herman. I'm worried about him. What's his deal? He's an older fellow from the neighborhood who's always been nice to me, even back when I was just a little munchkin. I think he was even friends with my dad when he was younger, so we go a long ways back. It's just, he's getting on in years and his brain's starting to go. Figured this would be the perfect chance to check on him. What is it? Nah, just... I think you've ever mentioned your dad before. I was genuinely thinking that as well, like her dad. I'm like, well, yeah, what happened with her dad? I made it to a point not to pry, but is he... Oh, yeah, no, he's totally alive and well. He's not married to Mum, but he always drops by at least once a year. Oh, is that right? My bad. Heard relationships like that aren't uncommon in showbiz. So does your old man work in entertainment too? Yeah, he's a scriptwriter. Still working too. And old Herman used to be a novelist, which is how the two of them got to know each other. Mum was still acting back then, so since they both had their own sources of income, they probably didn't think there was a reason to get married. Oh, I see. Okay, cool. I suppose our other job might have prevented them from tying the knot. Yeah. Don't know how much Dad knows, but I think he's come to terms with the situation. I see. Suppose that works out for your mum, as a performer and as a Grimket. Exactly. I know our family's kind of unique, but at the end of the day, he's still my dad and super important to me. Now then, enough about him. Let's get this last delivery done. Come on, it's Judith from La Nuit de Chat Noir. I have a delivery for you. Doesn't seem like he's in. Wonder what's up. I heard he's been found wandering at night lately. Kind of worried. Sounds like we'd better sniff him out. Didn't you come here because you were concerned? True enough. Let's hurry and find him. When older folks like him start wandering around, they usually go to places they used to frequent. Or so I've heard. Nah, I've had that. There's some people in my family, unfortunately. It's like, yeah. Yeah, that is a thing. Let us start with the river then. Back in the day, he used to go fishing there while writing notes for all his latest projects. Hey, is that the guy? Oh, hold up, he's about to... Steady. Ew, I didn't expect you to use your powers like that. Good thing nobody spotted you. Not to toot my own horn, but I move pretty quick. Which can lead to you making plenty of mistakes, too. Ugh, you are so annoying. Look, everything's fine, so why sweat the details? More importantly, come on, are you alright? You're about to walk straight into the river. Oh my, is that you, Judith? You're all grown up. Is your acting career going well? What are you saying, Herman? Just saw you last year. Never mind. Just glad you're okay. Is this old timer really not going to comment on her weird getup? Anyhow, I brought you food. You remember ordering this? Of course I do. The pie from your place is just the best. Felt bad about having it delivered, so I was going to head over to the restaurant to pick it up myself. Well, you really didn't need to do that. Now come on, let's get you home, Herman. After making sure the old man got home safely, the two finished their deliveries, and then returned to La Nuit de Chat Noir, where Chloe provided them with a few drinks as thanks. You did well, considering it's been a while since you've run deliveries, Judith. Thanks for helping out, Van. Here, Judith. Your favourite herbal tea. And some of our special hot cocoa for you, Van. Oh, good. Oh, thanks, Mum. Don't be afraid to ask me for help with stuff, you know. I swear, you really do get ahead of yourself. As you can see, my daughter can be a bit rash, so I'd appreciate it if you could keep an eye on her. Hey now, your daughter's been saving my bum. Watching out for her is the least I can do.
Seriously, Mom? He doesn't need to keep an eye on me. She makes it sound like you're my babysitter.
Well... let's not pretend you can't be a huge headache. If you weren't, you're still practically moved into Montmartre at this point.
I mean, you're not wrong. To be honest, I didn't think I'd be sticking around for so long.
That makes two of us. But I guess it's thanks to you that I've met people in showbiz. Thanks to that, all's well that ends well, eh?
Oh, please. Don't act like you're not secretly stoked that you're friends with a movie star.
You do realize you're talking about yourself, right? But seriously, when I think back on it, the way you live your life has saved my ass a bunch of times. Which is to say, you got my thanks.
How nice! You're being honest for a change. But look, the reason I'm here now, the reason I'm who I am today, it's thanks to you. I've never really teamed up with anyone as Grimcat before, and honestly, you guys are why it's going so well.
Aww. Everything's give and take, huh? Guess it's a little late to be realizing that, though. Huh. Anyhow, I'll be counting on you as usual, Judith.
Likewise. Even if my whole family has somehow gotten involved, here's to our continuing partnership, Van.
And so, after once again affirming the odd bond they shared, they returned to their respective evenings in Ankerville. Hey! Alright, so I'm going to use this as a place to end this part. And what I'm going to make sure I do is head off to the garden and get that 4SPG done. Because it needs doing. So, we'll see you in the next part with the last connection event before we carry on with the story. And that'll be the Rosettes. So we'll see you in the next part. Ta-ta for now.